Hey guys, Ralph here. Welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this terrific Tuesday here in Connecticut. Life's good, campers. Life is good. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. You know what I'm going to get to, guys. You have seen that thumbnail before. And this recording is, it's over 50 years old. I'm not sure exactly when it was recorded. But it is some of the most beautiful, beautiful brass playing you will ever hear in your life. And as Mel Broyles would say, you got to lay down your sword and dagger, baby. Caress the baby. It's gorgeous. The antiphonal style and the beauty of the sound as a whole is just gorgeous. Anyway, we'll get to that. Let me honk a little bit. I played a lot. I played a couple hours, which is a lot for me. Let's see if I've got anything left, and we will take it from there. Left. Annie, hang on. Got to replenish the electrolytes. Anyway, while I'm doing this, guys, I'm really excited. My daughter will be home Friday, and this weekend she is going to set up another YouTube channel for me, and it is going to be fitness for musicians. You know, this is all about keeping yourself healthy, keeping your instrument healthy. Singers, percussion players, oboe players, harp players, carpal tunnel with the violinists and pianists. Oh, please. We're leaving performance, we're leaving excellence on the floor because we're not taking care of the instrument. Anyway, I'll let you know when that happens. But anyway, this, I heard this first time back in college, this recording. The Philadelphia brass section, the same Philadelphia brass section that was under Eugene Normandy, which as far as orchestral playing is concerned, not my favorite, okay? Gil Johnson, Seymour Rosenfeld, Mason Jones, horn player, sounds great on that. Peter Hall, tuba, and Henry Smith on trombone. Guys, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. As I said, I like more slam bam. I really do. And these guys were more finesse. And a lot of that had to do with Eugene Normandy and his approach on how you do it. You know, the notion that, Gatala and whatnot probably couldn't have kept up with Herseth if, Schulte was conducting Boston and Ozawa was conducting, Chicago, might have been a completely different thing. They have a lot to do with it. In this case, I'm not so sure. Gil Johnson was very much a finesse player. Drove Mel Broyles crazy when he was assistant principal down there. It's a different video. Seymour Rosenfeld, I met. He had Jerry make him half a dozen mouthpieces. I've never seen such mangled chops in my whole life. Seymour Rosenfeld. They were all, bathtubs. They weren't box, but they were just bathtubs so he could go around the scarring and all the damage. But anyway, the point is, guys, sometimes you got to lay down the sword and dagger. And this, although it is not slam bam, thank you, it is beautiful, beautiful, absolutely breathtakingly beautiful ensemble brass playing. Just beautiful. Now, so often, us as trumpet players and lead trumpet players, we go to hear Maynard And, we go to hear Roger Ingram playing with, Buble, whatever the case may be. Maybe I'm speaking for myself here, so often you just focus on the lead player. And with good reason. Sometimes it's spectacular stuff. Lynn Nicholson, Herseth, right? But sometimes you got to step back and you have to listen. Now, a lot of the time, the section playing gets lost in the shuffle, gets lost in the glare of the brilliance of your lead trumpet player. But listen to this ensemble playing. Every single note of every single instrument is accounted for. And it's beautiful, beautiful playing. And I only use it sounds like an organ. It sounds like an organ to me. It is just spectacular the way they put these together. Now, some of my pals that know a lot more about recording than I do. Nick, I know you do a lot, Perico and all these guys. You might want to comment because I'm curious. Now, this is an old recording, and I'm not sure what the technology they had. Now, if the Philharmonic, New York, the Philadelphia Brass, today with Bilger and all them, wanted to make the same recording, they would all be on separate tracks. Literally, the horn player didn't have to come. I mean, they could have done it on 5 separate days if they wanted to. It's all on separate tracks. And the sound engineer changes the dynamics, puts notes in tune, can bend them, I mean, that's all the technology today. This sounds very, very pure to me. And correct me if I'm wrong, this is probably, now there was some reverb. So either it was in a acoustically generous concert hall, or they put a little reverb in the sound. But it sounds like 1 or 2 mics, and this is what you got. And back then, you would hear, okay, letter A, French horn, can't quite hear you. You got to bring that note up a little bit at letter A. And second trumpet, be careful of that B flat. It's a little sharp compared to, okay, let's try the letter A and see what we got. It wasn't like, you just knock it off and go home and they doctor it up the way they want. That is some of these old-time clips are just so brilliant to me. The Triscari brothers, Eileen Farrell and Louis Armstrong, that was all live, guys. That was all live, and if they clam, it was on there. If they clam, it was on there. Now this, they could have fixed clams. They could have fixed clams. But I'm thinking that's old-fashioned. 1 and 2 mics. Let's try from the top. Okay, try it again. We can do better than that, because I think that's the way it went, and that makes it, to me, even more spectacular. Another little sidelight, and I'll let you go. But I think all you know, I worked for 4.5, 5 years for Donald Trump. And much of the work was around the Christmas season, all the society type things that I played for, all these soirees and whatnot. And not only was my band in demand, but the trumpeters, the Trump Tower trumpeters, everybody wanted us. Okay? And this is around Christmas. So we always wanted to get Trump a Christmas present. Now think about that for a minute. What the hell are you going to get this guy for Christmas, right? Literally. Now I'm not joking. Literally, we could get him a Porsche, and it wouldn't be good enough. I mean, he doesn't drive his own car. Limousine, last year's model. No. What are you going to get for him? I got him this, simple. I got him this record. And back then it was vinyl record. And I was talking to, not Melania, Ivana, his first wife, a couple of weeks later. And she took me aside. She says, Ralph, Donald loved that. We all loved it. Check this out. He literally played this in the Trump Tower Christmas morning with his family while they were opening up presents. It's just beautiful, guys. I mean, you don't have to be a great musician to appreciate it. It is just gorgeous. When you're in the presence of greatness, you got to say it. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. I'll leave one track down below, but everything else is on the internet. Guys, enjoy it. Hook up your laptop when you're to this. Put the whole thing one right after another. You can do that while you are opening presents, like our 45th president. All right? It'll be huge. Anyway, guys, eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.